January 20th, about 10 a.m. It's 25 degrees. We did get some flower bulbs planted here, but now the ground is frozen again. We didn't get all the bulbs in that we wanted. We did manage to dig out the bags of rocks. There were 2 bags of rocks, and we ran into some problems here. There's a rather large tree root that's got to come out. I cut one end out with the shovel, but I'm going to need a hatchet to take out the other end. Ground's frozen now, so we won't be planting any more bulbs for a while. While we're out here, the cat's come around. She's patrolling the front area looking for mice. Kitty! And maybe eating a little grass. I've taken the covers off the cloche to try to get some sunlight in. I can see green inside, but I don't want to open up the vents until it gets closer to freezing. It's only supposed to get up to about 33 degrees today. With the cold weather, there's really not much we can do. We're heading into the worst part of winter, and it's going to stay cold for the next 3 or 4 weeks. Towards the end of February, it'll start to warm up. But I did want to show you something here. We have a garden bed, which originally was a rose hedge. This rose hedge was purchased from Michigan Bulb Company, if anybody remembers them. Still in business. They do mail order plants. This is a Crimson King rose hedge. We planted along here, and it did very well for many, many years. And then we stopped keeping the bed weeded, and weeds grew up, trees grew up, and the rose hedge actually moved. You can see the stretch from here to here. There's no rose hedge inside the border. You can see a tree stump there, but you can see there's a big rose right there on the outside of the border, and there's another one here on the outside of the border, and there are some smaller ones here outside of the border. So what we find is that the plants, if they're not happy where they are, they can just move. Maybe trees don't move, but things like roses can. So it's too cold to dig in the ground. It's too early to start pruning. So I think I'm just going to go inside and have a hot cup of tea. It might be too cold to work outside, but it's not too cold to do a little bit indoors. I transplanted my Paris Island cause seedlings that sprouted a few weeks ago. They've been in a market pack, and I just put them into some bigger pots. We'll let them grow under the Aero Garden lights for a while and see how they do. If the weather gets warm enough, maybe we'll move them outside end of January or middle of February. It's almost 5 o'clock. The sun is setting. It's 29 degrees. The temperature is starting to drop quickly. It's supposed to get down to 15 degrees tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and throw the covers on the cloche, call it a day. We're supposed to have a couple of days of nights in the mid-teens, and then the weather's going to warm up a little bit back to our usual upper 20s at night and upper 30s, low 40s during the day. So we'll see if we can't keep the lettuce growing. That's it for today. Talk to you all next week.